Hello and welcome back to this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to remove background from any kind of image. This will allow you to have a transparent image and you'll be able to drag image and place them on any kind of layout on your design. So let's get started. Now the application I'm going to be using is known as background eraser. So I'm going to search for background eraser. Now the first app here is the background eraser, so I'm going to click on it. Now here is how the interface look like. So next thing you want to do is to click on load a photo. So when you click on load a photo, you need to go find the photo in your gallery. So I'm going to search for my photo on camera. I actually want to use a picture from Pinterest, so I'm going to use this one. Now after this, the next thing you want to do is to click on done right here. So you click on done. Now on this interface, on this workspace, there are several options that you can use in editing this image. Now the first one is extract, but in this class it's not actually necessary, so we won't be dealing with it. So start with auto, then move to magic, manual, repair, and zoom, and some other option. Now the first option I want to look at is auto. So I'm going to click on auto. Now what you see on your screen is a cycle that looks like a target. Now this red cycle, when you drag it and place it in the background you don't want to see on the image, when you remove your hand, it goes off by removing the actual background. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to move it again to this side of the image and make it remove the other background automatically. Can you see how amazing it is? It's help you remove background automatically. Now for the third one, I'm going to do this, and here we have a transparent background of this image. Now for us to exploit other options, we will need to redo what we've already done by clicking on this place. Now we have the left and right option, so this allows us redo every action we've already taken before by clicking on it. So when I click on this, you see we are actually redoing what we've already done, and whenever I move here, click on it, it's moved back to where we've already started. So I'm going to click on this option so as to bring back the background, and now we are going to explore other option. So the next one is magic. So I'm going to click on magic. Now this is how magic look like. Now for you to start with this magic, you need to place your hand outside the layer of this image. So I'm going to put my hand here, then I begin to trace it on the background. Now as you can see, it actually understands that there are two different colors. I mean, the hair and the background color are entirely different. So it helps you remove the background without touching the actual image. Can you see that? So I'm going to come here and do the same thing. Sometimes it might not look perfect, but there are some work that you find it necessary. I'm gonna redo this. I think might not get it perfect, but with time, when you're consistent with it, you find it very easy. It's actually easy to do. So as you can see, this is how the magic tools work. It helps you remove the background without touching the actual image, because they actually have different color, right? Now the next option here is manual. So I'm going to click on manual. So let's say in this case I need to clean a particular place on my image, and maybe I couldn't get it perfectly using other tools. You can just actually do it manually. Can you see that? Let me go back, because I want to start from here. So I want to start from here. But when you're using the manual tool, you need to be careful. Sometimes it cannot be perfect, but it depends on how consistent you go about using the manual tool. It might come in handy when other tools are not actually performing very well. Though other tools perform very well if the actual image you are using has a good quality, and if they don't have a good quality, sometimes you need to go for the manual option. So that's how the manual option work. Instead of working like other ones that tend to understand that there's a difference between the background and the image, this one you have to do the whole work yourself by having a steady hand. This will help you go a long way. So that's that about the manual option. Now for the repair option, click on this. Now what the repair option helps you do is that if by any chance you've done a mistake on a particular side of your image and you tend to want to bring it back, or make that image come to how it looked like before, then you use the repair tool. Now I need you to see how the repair tool works, so I'm going to be using the last option, which is zoom. What zoom actually helps you do is that it helps you zoom the image so as you can get a clearer picture of what you are editing. So it helps you pay attention to details on your image. So how do you use the zoom? You just pinch on the image, then you get the actual thing you are looking at. So looking at this side, you see that I've done a mistake on this. There's a mistake here, so I will need to use the repair tool. So I'm going to click on the repair tool, and I'm having this blue cycle here. So I'll drag it here. Then if you can see, those things that I've already removed, by mistake, are actually coming back. So I can use it to bring back what has been lost and ensure they are being put in the right position. So when I come here, you see that I'm actually bringing the background back. So let's say you have any mistake and you wish to bring those things back, the repair tools help you do that. So I'm going to click on zoom and go back to where we started. So as you can see, this is how all these tools work. And don't forget that I said that this helps you return back to what you've already done. It's like helping you to redo what you've already done. Now another thing I want you to see is the background color. Now this is the background color. Let's say you're working on a white background, and after making your editing, you might discover that you don't tend to see it clearly. So when you click on background color, it makes the transparency layout to be black. So when you click on it again, it becomes white. So sometimes when you're working on a white, when you're working on an image that has a white background, you want to turn on the black side of it. So when you turn the black side of it, you tend to get to see where is missing on what you've edited. So now I'm going to show you another one, which is when you are using the magic tool, you might want to increase the size. Let's say you are not satisfied with the size, so you just come here, you drag. When you drag it to the right, it becomes bigger. Then when you take it to the left, it becomes smaller. So you can use this to increase. The same thing with the manual tool. You can also increase its size. So sometimes you just need it to be small, sometimes you need it to be big to hasten your work. So that is how that option works. So now I'm going to go back to where we've started, because I need to make this image transparent so I can go on and save it, right? So now let me use the auto tool. So I'm going to click on the auto tool. I'm going to place it here, and that's gone. Place it here, it's gone. And place it here, gone. Now there's a logo that is up there. Now I need to be strategic about this. So what I will do is that I have to click on zoom. I have to zoom that logo. Okay, I don't want it there, so I'm going to zoom on that logo, then find a way to remove it. Now using the auto might not be favorable, so I want to use the manual. So you can see that all these tools come in handy, despite the fact that auto has actually removed the whole background. Actually remove it depending on the kind of color that is different, that is awkward in the image. So I'm going to click on using this one, which is manual. So I'm going to use manual to remove this logo. So as you can see, the logo is off. So I'm going to click on zoom and pinch this image. And now we have an image without a background, right? So go ahead and save this image by clicking on done. So I'm going to click on this place, done. Now when it comes to this place, what you do here is to use these options. Either you want it to be smooth from 0 level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when we're editing our photo, you will discover that if you look very well, you discover that there are some purple background on the image that are still showing. So what this smooth edge helps you to do is that it helps you to smoothen it, so that when you are done with it, people don't tend to see that it actually has a background. Then when you click on one, you notice that it's fading away. 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, you won't find the background effects on the image because the smoothing edge has already done the job. So depending on what you are designing, sometimes you just want to even click on 0 and continue. Especially if you are working with a white background and you want to place your image on white background, So you just go ahead and click on 0, but on this case we'll go for 5 because we don't want it to start showing on the image. So I'm going to click on save, and that's all. It's already saved in our gallery. Then we can go on and use this image, which has become transparent. Now other options is that you can use it as a WhatsApp sticker. When you download the WhatsApp sticker app, you can also use this image as a WhatsApp sticker. So let's say you edit your image, for instance, you can just use it as a WhatsApp sticker. Another thing is if you want to have a white background and other stuffs like that. So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.